Meenakshi, who now has the FIR from 2007 in this specific case, to take us through some of the charges that have been levelled against Atiq Ahmed and his aides, for which he's now been pronounced guilty. Yes, Meenakshi.
Well, yes, Siddharth, without much ado, let's take a look at the FIR. What's very, very significant here, and which, of course, Ahmed was also pointing out at, the date when this FIR was filed. This is now the 5th of July 2007. This is very significant, and that's something which we would like to highlight. The fact that the crime was committed a year before, only when there was a change in the dispensation was the FIR filed. That's on the 5th July 2007. And imagine the type of patronage the man must have enjoyed, that considering the FIR was filed in 2007, now it's only in 2023 that we are seeing a conviction. That also, of course, from a lower court, which we know is going to be challenged further. Who are the main accused in the case? Accused number one, Atiq Ahmed. Of course, he was an MP. Then you have Ashraf also, who is the brother of Atiq Ahmed. Then you have Vinod Pabi and many others. So basically 5 people named in the FIR. Again and again, you know, the one point which all of us are highlighting is not just the fact that the accused were influential. He was an MP at the time. The FIR was not filed on time. The FIR was filed only in 2007, and only today we are seeing, of course, some sort of a conviction in the case. Now, this, of course, is related to Umesh Pal's kidnapping. That's also mentioned. Sections, of course, were also mentioned by our colleague Amir. Some of them, of course, are mentioned here elaborately, be it the Gangster Act, be it 504 and others. All these sections, of course, are the ones under which he has been charged. If you read, you know, the details of this FIR, it says that Umesh Pal was kidnapped and, you know, by unknown people, and his family had alleged that the main accused in the case was, once again, I'd like to highlight, accused number one in the case, Atiq Ahmed. But the takeaway really from the FIR, the one thing to be highlighted over and over again in this exclusive piece of paper which we've managed to get, this exclusive FIR, is the date, filed in 2007, only after the change of dispensation. It's only today in 2023 that we are seeing the first conviction in the case.
Thanks a lot, Meenakshi, for taking us through the details of that FIR. Coming back to you, given that it's taken 16 years in this particular case for the wheels of justice to bring some closure to this particular matter by way of a conviction, it does go on to say and give us an insight into kind of patronage and the kind of support that the likes of Atiq Ahmed, among others, would have had despite facing some serious criminal charges.
Well, Siddharth, while Samajwadi Party is trying to dodge all the barbs aimed at it as far as their protection to Atiq Ahmed and his ilk is concerned, the fact is that it is on record that over the last 30 years and more, Atiq Ahmed had been able to evade the law because of his, stranglehold over the entire city of Prayagraj, as well as the kind of moles he had planted within the police department. And remember, this is something that the police also concedes, that there perhaps are people who are on the payroll of Atiq Ahmed and his gang members, which is why this time around, when Atiq was escorted from the Ahmedabad jail to here, a number of transfers actually took place quite clandestinely. I mean, it was not opened up to the media. Obviously, it will be very embarrassing for the police to concede on record that there are people who perhaps were passing on information to Atiq Ahmed, but he clearly had inroads within the police department and other departments, including the jail administration as well, which was why perhaps he was also able to orchestrate this kind of a gruesome killing of Umesh Pal and his 2 gunners on the 24th of February.
Yeah, and very quickly, Ahmed, questions will also be asked of Mayawati. Yes, of course, it was during her tenure as Chief Minister in 2007 that an FIR was finally lodged in this particular case, but Atiq Ahmed's wife, Shaista Parveen, is a member of the BSP.
Well, yes, of course, and this is also a very strange turn of events because, Atiq was somebody who was involved in that infamous 1995 guest house case that took place in Lucknow, wherein Mayawati was attacked by many of such, leaders from within the Samajwadi Party, including Atiq Ahmed, and therefore, during Mayawati's rule after 2007, a number of cases were registered against Atiq Ahmed. In fact, he remained remained absconding from the law even while he was a sitting member of parliament from Phulpur area here in Prayagraj during Mayawati's regime. But now, perhaps as luck would have it, and the kind of changing political scenario out here in Uttar Pradesh, Atiq Ahmed's wife, Shaista Parveen, actually joined Bahujan Samaj Party this year, earlier in January itself, just about 3 months back. And in fact, she is now the mayoral candidate for the BSP here in Prayagraj. So while Mayawati had and the police during her
Okay, Amir, I just need to interrupt you. The quantum of sentencing will in fact be pronounced at 4 p.m. today. All eyes on what the court has to say in that regard. We'll take a short break right now. We'll come back with a lot more on the other side. Stay tuned.